You all come in, come in, come in. Let me get my voice right. Put a little water on it. Maybe it'll help a little bit. Come in, come in, come in. Hello, 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 you all. I have another big exoteric video for you today, right? The Big Bang Residuals. Lately on my channel, I have been consistent, right? And if you all are new, I am experiencing some hoarseness. And maybe I should have got a herbal tea to drink with this episode, but I put something warm on it. So recovering from that, so I can't do my usual buffoonery of buy crypto suckers as a result. But at any rate, I'm going to teach. We're going deep down the rabbit hole again. Something I discovered exoteric meaning concerning XPR Proton and XLM, the one world currency, and SDC, the big trade finance. Hello, hey, Auntie. You know what? I guess I'll take Auntie. You all let me know. I'm giving you Auntie vibes, okay? Hey, you know, okay. Maybe it's the glasses, you know. Should I take these off? You know, maybe that I got a little. But let's get into this. Let's, yeah, I'm gonna take my glasses off. Hello, Queen. Get you some ginger tea with cinnamon and honey. Is that the real ginger or just the ginger bag tea? But actual ginger, right? Happy Saturday to you. Quick recovery. Thank you so much. Um, 444. You all come in, hit that like, hit that share button. So you want the glasses back on. I like to look at my eyes without the glasses, honestly. Um, but if I need them, I'll put them on, right? I'm naturally nearsighted, but things of a distance, I may need them. And actually, it may help me read the comments. You all know that I do have cataract in my left eye, or maybe you don't know, and I will get surgery on that, scheduled for June. So this will help me read the comments because they are distance. Greetings to you guys, son. Again, you all come in, come in, come in. Hit that like, hit that share button. Let me know what part of the world you are tuning in from. And let's go down this rabbit hole. Derek says real ginger. Will do. Will do. Will do. I would do real ginger. Honey is always, I mean, tea and honey is always good for the vocals as well, and cinnamon. Thank you so much. We got Dallas, Texas tuning in the building. Yes, hit that like button. We have Delaware tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Delaware as well. Georgia, upstate New York. Are you all ready? Are you ready? You got to be SpongeBob ready. You know what? Whether you are watching this live or on the replay, I want you to type, I'm ready. I'm ready. I want you to type, I'm ready, because I am about to show you something that you never heard before on YouTube from another YouTuber that's going to help you financially, right? Mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever you want to say, because I believe when you get your money, your mindset right, everything else falls in order, right? So let's go down this rabbit hole right now. I'm going to get right into the point. Happy weekend to you all as well. Texas is tuning in. I'm ready. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I am ready. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let me see this real quick. Hi, BR. I love that pink. Hello, Carlos. Carlos, where are you from again? And also, let me make this disclaimer. Someone have been religiously leaving comments on my live stream and suggesting that people need to stake XPR. And I'm going to show you why that person said that staking XPR Proton, right? I'm going to show you why. So you know where we're going. We're going back to the Simpsons since episode season 31, uh, episode 13, exoteric meaning, always the different paradigm each time because it's so many hidden gems in it, so many things that's hidden in plain sight. So let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Consensus-based cryptocurrency. Kachinga. Could a nerd do that? I don't.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute this because I don't want to get a copyright strike, right? I'm going to re-explain some things that I have already explained before. I'm going to re-explain it because we have some new people staking XPR, okay, out of New Jersey. Glad you made it in. I'm going to go ahead and stop right here as we see the Phoenix on the fuel cap. The 1988 Economist brings out, for those who know, the rising Phoenix that will replace fiat, old fiat cash currency, paper currency with cryptocurrency, right? So we see the Phoenix on the red, the gas fuel, that is representation, a gold Phoenix of that, and that of that to be exact. Flare Network, F assets. Also, I had someone that I always comment about concerning getting the F assets on the Flare Network, which is, for example, wrap Bitcoin, wrap Litecoin, wrap Dogecoin, wrap XRP, and why that wrapping is different than just the regular crypto, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin, XRP, is because it has extra security and it's on the Flare networks, where F assets for the Flare under the Flare network as well, under that umbrella. So we see Flare representing the Phoenix. And again, for my new people, um, you see the smoke coming from it, right? The smoke, not blowing smoke, right? And also, I need to elaborate on that smoke even more as well. Give me a second. But at any rate, let me keep going on with this. Um, I want to elaborate on this smoke, and I have it in my notes. Where is that in my notes? Because I have a lot going on mentally, so I have to keep myself organized. Okay, now Newton 888 brought down the or broke down these assets. This is silver, right? This is gold. The blue, and these are BRICS trucks. So we think of in terms of BRICS nation, the countries that's dumping the United States dollar. The smoke behind the vehicle, and the purple, this is the XPR Proton purple platform. And it could mean multiple esoteric things depending on how that what paradigm you want to look at it. But smoke often symbolizes destruction, chaos, or a major shift. So this is how I'm analyzing this, right? Symbolizes destruction, chaos, or a major shift. This means that the current financial system is burning down while a new one emerges. So you see that on the 1988 Economist, right? The declining of fiat currency based system, central banking, SWIFT as is known, and XPR. XDC is gaining traction. So this is why we have, or this is why you see this ramp here. Now, with this being said, let's go back to, I gotta go through my other notes. So we have copper here. I've been telling you all about the physical, getting your physical copper as well, getting that physical copper. So now we have the Flare Network finance symbol on the cyclist, the person riding the motorcycle. That XDC, that's that ocean blue, combined with the XPR Proton, the purple and the ocean blue are combined together, right? The purple and the ocean blue are combined together. That's XDC and XPR, and XDC and XPR um, have a partnership and collaboration. Again, we see the gold intertwine. This is flare as well, right? The flare as well, the lightning fast network on the XPR, zero gas fees. The 13 dots on the headlight or is illumination. Give me a second. Is the illumination and 13 richest bankers or families that run the world financially, right? Now, we have the exchange, and it's going to show you Jim Parsons. We can think of 9/11, right? 9/11, the Twin Towers, Twins, XPR, XRP as well, Twin Peaks out of California, XPR, Xlm, and XRP offices are located out of California, right? The offices are located out of California, San Francisco to be exact. So San Francisco, another one of my viewers bought out. The Full House was aired in San Francisco. The Olsen Twins out of San Francisco, where we have Full House was aired out of San Francisco. Now, also you have Twin Peaks and you have the Golden Gate Bridge, and also out of San Francisco Twins, you have the Society of Janus with twin faces, Society of Janus, that was incorporated in Philadelphia, but now has transitioned to San Francisco, San Fran, right? San Fran. So Jim Parsons represent Bitcoin. So we see Bitcoin, we see the Phoenix, we see the flare. Now, Jim Parsons, in this, we see the 2025, right? We see the 2025. Also, we see Jim Parsons with the gray suit on. Again, you have to be familiar with the Big Bang Theory. What's going on with the Big Bang Theory to understand Jim Parsons in this explaining crypto? Because in the Big Bang Theory, Jim Parsons and his friends began to mine cryptocurrency, particular Bitcoin, right? They were early miners of Bitcoin in the Big Bang Theory in the episode. And so with this being said, someone says 2025, 9/6 at 5 a.m. Why do you say 9/6? Why do you say September the 6th, which is 6 and 9 is twins, and that's why that caught my attention. I will answer the questions about how to stake XPR later on, right? Let me finish breaking this down. Dr. Alicia Robinson, thank you for tuning in. I will just stay all the way to the end and I'll explain it to you. Hello to you, Impossible Doc. Thank you for being a channel member. It's a date. Look, okay, let's see. 2025, 9/6. Okay, I see that behind a 2025 right here. Thank you for bringing it out. September 6th. So the number 6, as in Revelation 13 and 17, 666, the mark of the beast, no man can buy and sell. The number 6 is the number of man, the number of man's intellect. By the 6th day, all things in the natural were created, the intellectual side, all things on the nature side. The seventh day was the day of divine transition, divine completion, as the spiritual was then implemented. King Solomon accepted 666 um, tokens or talents of gold annually as payment for his intellectual knowledge. All 666 means, and we can look into melon, 666, 6 carbon, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, is man's intellect, the highest of man's intelligence. When you add the spiritual, that's adding in God, the spiritual, and which is very powerful when you add your natural with God's spiritual, right? And then look at the clock behind it. So 2025, 96, 500 or 5 a.m. Then, we got to see the number one following it. Okay, 500 is 5. Wow. Well, thank you so much for being on my live stream today. You all smash that like button. Anything else you want to bring out from an exoteric decoding meaning, please do. But if it's not esoteric or decoding, I'll answer your questions. You're going to have to stay on to the end, right? You can put them in the comment, but I need to stay in this matrix. I need to stay in this zone. Now, I will break down every distributed ledger. I explained this, a consensus of shared and synchronized. The book with the tassel that represents a graduation, advancement academically. The book is Bitcoin, the dinosaur way of storing documents. Bitcoin is very slow, 7 transactions per second. Bitcoin is a consensus of shared and synchronized data, digital data, in fact, spread across multiple platforms. We know that BTC, Bitcoins, and you all look right here, the 790 is standing out right here. BTC is 7, Bitcoin and numerology is 9. 0 out is the reset as the red bar and the 777. Now in the gambling world, we know 777 is the lucky numbers, right? 777 is the jackpot meaning. Now, Jim Parsons is wearing the gray suit. The color symbolism in this, the gray, the light blue tie right here, right? And the gray suit represents neutral. He's neutral, neutrality. And that means bridging between old system, fiat, cash, and new system, crypto. The light blue tie represents trust and stability. Want you to trust whenever you see that, right? Seen in both fiat banking or our traditional banking rather, and blockchain. Examples of that we'll see in XLM. You'll see it in ADA. As one of my other followers brought out on my last live stream, you'll see it in XYO. You'll see it in Ripple's logo, not XRP, but Ripple logo. And you'll also see that in the metallicus. And look at the wires back here, the red and the blue and the black, more like a gray type wire. So we know that the blue is often, we connect that with ADA or Ripple. The red is flare. And we could actually say that the gray, the black light, could actually be XRP. But they're the wires they're plugging into that's providing the energy for the 777, which is BTC, and the 9, which is Bitcoin. So Jim Parsons, always not a nerd. These are lowercase b's. The lowercase b's on the Bitcoin network represents the Bitcoin payment system. The uppercase b's represents the ledger. So we see the payout happening here with the lowercase b's. I'm not a nerd. I always emphasize, I can do the gematria on that later, by Jim Parsons, because on the Big Bang Theory episode, he always emphasized he's not a nerd. I've heard many decoders say that they believe this is a P. I don't think it's a P. Because the P the round will be up and the line will be further down. This is absolutely a B in my opinion, with a 1 intertwined in it. I don't think that's a P. This is Bitcoin because again, Bitcoin represents 777 all day in numerology, right? And well, gematria, not necessarily numerology. So I don't think that's a P. I don't think that's a P for Proton. However, from Shanghai, the purple tower, this ties into Nikola Tesla and Tesla power, purple tower, the purple hat, the purple and the blue intertwined HDC XPR Proton. And then we have Flare Network again, as well as the gold. And the gold and the red is representation of China's dominancy in AI technology and blockchain. We see the man here on his cell phone, the technology change, and amongst the cell phone and amongst the technology change, this antiquated book, again, the ledger, the way Bitcoin noting nodes are kept. They are kept on a book of ledgers by mining nodes, a very slow, antiquated type of resource or research through books, right? People can go through Google. Some people go through books. But notice all the lavender, the violet, the purple. This lady appears to be holding something to her ear like a cell phone. The light pink, I think it definitely represents Polkadot and Web3 technology with Polkadot. And then we have the lime green and the blue, which could represent Neo crypto, which is very big in China because of its comparison to Ethereum. So we have the very intelligent man walking here, a businessman walking with his briefcase, and the purple tower. This is how big SPR Proton is going to be. And Bitcoin is pointing to the book, the ledger, to SPR, the purple tower Proton. He's pointing, or she, or it rather, is pointing to that. The waves, Zenfin, always represent ocean. Zenfin, ocean blue, Zenfin, because of swimmers, when they go swimming, what do they have? They have fins, they have flippers. We also saw this in season 3113. The flipping is happening, right? The flipping is happening. Yes. So thank you for saying me personally. Anyone that wants to stake XPR, go to BUTH.com. Go to that and you can download that app on your Android or your iPhone. This is how you're going. This is how you stake it. This is how you stake it. Okay. This is Bitcoin. This is Flare, the red glasses, Flare to Grenada. The orange shorts is Bitcoin, is orange logo. For Bitcoin, the red carpet is Flare again. Zenfin HDC, and then the light violet or lavender is XPR. Now, each day I'm closer to becoming cash of the future. Initially, there was Bitcoin's purpose, but we know it's now institutionalized. In your computer, Bitcoin knows. They knows through computer nodes. They validate miners on the nodes, right? Notice attention to her name tag, which is April. I might do the gematria of April just to see what happens. The light violet that she's wearing represents XPR. The waves represents Zenfin, Zentech again. The green and gold jumpsuit that the consumer, this is retail, represents retail, is the representation of fiat, the US dollar, which is currently the world reserve currency, and the gold is the gold standard. The USA colors, the red, the white, and the blue, the lightning, again, with the ocean blue outline, SDC for trade. A trade is about to happen. A trade is he's about to give her a ledger. When you use the currency transaction, it's recorded on the ledger. So that trade is happening, right? Fiat currency to trade, retail investor going to SPR, the light violet, the light violet, right? It's showing that this transfer should happen around April. US of A colors again, Flare Network again, the dark blue, ADA again, or could be Ripple, but because we do see the white intertwine as well. The X on the fins again is Zenfin flippers. Swimmers when they're swimming the ocean, right? They wear flippers, or they're also called fins. Also, fish have fins. We see the X outlining on the bamboo. Again, picture of the beach in the sunlight. The sunlight represents a lightning or illumination. The waves, the water represents XDC, Zenfin, and the X on the bamboo stick represents Les Brown when he talks about the Japanese bamboo tree that you water it daily for 5 years and you see no growth, or little growth, no growth at all, and then when it hits that 5 year um, time frame, it just grows. Seems like overnight. We've been talking about that this financial transfer will happen overnight, like Matthew 25, the 5 virgins, the 5 foolish, and the 5 wise, right? The 5 wise, the 5 foolish, and the 5 wise. For them, it was an overnight. It happened at midnight. They were not prepared. They didn't have oil in their lamps. They were not prepared. Again, if you're just not coming in, I broke down the Jim Parsons, why he's wearing a gray suit. Again, that represents neutrality, and the blue represents, the blue and white represents trust. Jim Parsons is our representation of Bitcoin, right? Again, this could also represent Ripple and ADA. We know that The Simpsons has predicted that ADA is going to reach $36. In the background, you see the Mason sign on the surfboard. Masonry 3333 numbers, and the Masons, if you know their involvement in the fiat currency system and a lot of things on the back of the US dollar that they have, like the pyramid, the All Seeing Eye, that they have implemented in our fiat currency system through ancient Egyptians, through their knowledge of the ancient Egyptian. So you see the Freemasonry here symbol on the surfboard. So it's recorded in the ledger. I can dig it again. Bitcoin, they record ledgers in the book. I need to do the gematria on I can dig it as well. And this is what I cannot wait to get to. I just so happened to stop at 13,199,1939, but the numbers do revolve, they do rotate, and it does change. Now we see the sign of Big Bang Theory again in the red and the blue. In the blue and the white. The blue and the white. Again, this could represent Ripple when we're talking about residuals. It could very well represent Ripple. So let's talk about this esoteric meaning, right? Related to crypto, wealth, and Proton, and the XPR. Now, the number 13, why the number 13? As I explained to you all, the number 13 on back of the US dollar, right? Zynga, I do believe that's the B for Bitcoin. Now, you and I do disagree on some things, but I'm glad you're back. I was not expecting you to join me on the live stream. I do believe that's B for payment of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin in the gematria is equal to the number 7. BTC is 777. Now, hold on. Let's go. But let me elaborate on 13. So the US dollar, because a P looks totally different than what a B does, right? A P looks totally different than what a B does, and that's obviously a B. But if I do the gematria on just Proton and it aligns with 777, then I might change my mind. But BTC in the gematria is 777. So, and that's a payment system. That's a payout. That's a big payout. But at any rate, the 13 all connected in the gematria to XPR, XRP, and XLM. Right? I'm going to show it to you. I'm trying not to have too many things up at once because my internet has been giving me some issues. But let's go to gematria calculator because I believe when the numbers that do not lie. I believe men lie, women lie. Numbers never, ever, ever lie. So let's do the gematria. Yes, even the background is a bit purple. I'm going to break down the purple or the violet of the background as well. But right now, I'm going to show you all the 13, and then we'll get back to the screen. I did, and I just saw a screenshot of Kanye West saying that he will need some type of meal. And he had on a purple like hoodie. But did I see Kanye's picture? He was wearing a Phoenix necklace with the XPR sign in the background. I did not. I will look that up. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Okay, so I know I've been telling you how my internet's been doing. So let's wait. This is like Bitcoin speed, like really, really slow. But maybe you just take my word for it because it's so slow, right? Just take my word for it that all of these in the gematria, I just closed the window. Let me see if that'll help speed it up. Equals to 13, but I have a lot of new subscribers, so I want to show them whenever I have the opportunity. It won't allow me to time, but the back of our US dollar bill has 13 as well in it. Okay, here we go. So now it's allowing me to type. And you're going to see the gematria behind these numbers. So we have XLM, reduction is 13. 14, this also ties it to Nissan. XLM will be the one world currency. The 49, as in San Francisco, we pointed back to San Francisco again, 49ers is 13. And you have the reverse on this, which is 5, which someone brought out the 5 a.m. The reduction Nissan 14 is the celebratory of the first full moon Hebrew calendar, and which is April 5th. This goes back to the black woman that was wearing the violet of April, named April. XLM, again, reduction equals 13. XRP, which is not ISO compliance, I don't know why, it's 22. But Ripple is ISO 22 compliant, not XRP. But once you add the ordinal, you see 8 plus 5 is 13. So XRP does not directly, within the reduction within itself, equals to 13. But, right, when you add 5 plus 8, you see the 13 coming out of that as well. Then we have the XPR. The same thing with XPR, the 5 plus 8. XPR is ISO 22 compliant. So while I have this open, let's just look up Proton. This is 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. This is 8. So we see the 888. We think about Kobe Bryant. 6 plus 5 is 10. And we see the double 10 for just Proton. So 8, what is 8? 8 is the upside down infinity sign, right? Intertwining, doing out with the old, but intertwining and evolving into the new. right? So let's get into this, back into this thing with the purple in the background. And I just showed you the 13 connection between the XRP, XPR, and I can show you the back of our US dollar, but I want to break this down. So we see the 1939. Now these numbers do fluctuate, right? They do change, in other words. So the Big Bang residuals, Bitcoin and early mining. Again, Jim Parsons here. Big Bang residual represent the early profits from Bitcoin mining, and or even if you get in early with the shadow of the purple in the background, if you get in early to XPR's financial or system, that's why I say staking XPR would be big. How early adopters continue to profit massively from their initial environment. Just like Jim Parsons is an actor on the show The Big Bang Theory, they receive residuals from their acting or from their syndication. That's why the residuals is one of the also connected here as well. So in The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon, aka Jim Parsons, and his friend mine Bitcoin in the early episode. They lose it on an old laptop. Now, this allegory means that for early adopters, who either became rich or lost fortunes, for early Bitcoin adopters, you all know that we always hear about adopters losing their Bitcoin or losing their code or things like that. In fact, in this same Simpsons episode, season 3113, again, the number 13 in this episode, the flipping, the reversal, right? Lisa told Professor Frink, she said, I lose everything I love. When he solved the whiteboard equation and he gave her the ledger, and he said, you won't lose me. I'll always be here. And he reached in, and you would think he was referring to his heart, but he reached in and gave her the ledger of Bitcoin that was worth, aka Frink coin, that was worth $1 billion, right? So the number 13001939 might symbolically refer to a large financial gain, hinting at the circulating supply. Hinting at the circulating supply of early adopters, early people who become rich, right? So with this, let's break down now the color symbolism. Again, if you're just not coming in, the gray, the light blue, often it represents trust and stability between both fiat banking and blockchain. What is XPR Proton for? The retail investors. In fact, once you set up that wallet, once you set up your wallet to stake, you're going to have to identify yourself. You're going to have to upload your driver's license. You can do Face ID for the staking of that app. And where's the person that? I'm looking up for the name of the app again. Right. I know XPR is on that wallet, but it's only the give me a second. It was just up here. Staking is not available on that wallet. And I don't want to pull it up because it's gonna slow mine. I'm just trying to highlight it. Why did it leave? I just saw it in the comment section. It's not up here anymore. Okay, so if I don't find it, y'all, maybe my eyesight. I'm gonna look one more time, then I'm gonna get back on this. Okay, so it's from Crypto Liking. You figured out the date. Thank you. A lot of time, Crypto Liking though refers to XPR when it's actually HDC on his breakdown, because it's on a ship, and whenever it's on a ship, that refers to HDC. All right. So you all, let me pull up this app real quick where you can stake it, because if not, you all gonna keep asking me for questions, and I was just looking to highlight it, but I don't see it the comment anymore, so I'll just pull it up. Again, I'm trying not to pull up a lot of windows, but as I live stream, but you can go to web. I'll just pull it up. Webop.com to stake. Okay, let me show you this real quick. This is where you need to stake, not buy, because we're talking about residuals, right? We're talking about residual income, not passive, but residual. So, WebOpt, get started, secure crypto storage, self custody, your own private keys, secure with your biometrics. This is what set XPR apart. Now, I think someone was telling me on my live stream yesterday that they saw XRP on Metallica's website, but you can send Bitcoin, XRP, um, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Stellar, Filecoin with no gas fees and bridge major assets. Multiple network of bridges. I just showed you all the motorcycle and the bridging of the assets. So you see here, you can get the app, download the app on Google Play, or you can download it on Apple Store if you have an iPhone or Apple. Stake and earn rewards. I'm talking about staking because this is what we're breaking down on, or this is what I'm breaking down on decoding on this Jim Parsons right here episode. So that's why he's wearing the light blue tie, represents trust and stability. The gray suit, neutrality, bridging between old systems, fiat and new system, or cash and crypto. The purple shadow in his background, Proton XPR, royalty, possibility, a new financial system emerging. Listen at this. From the shadows are hidden wealth, or a hidden wealth opportunity. You all. Now I can just end the live stream right there. Let me say this again. And I may need to go make me a cup of tea with some honey. The purple shadow in this background means hidden wealth opportunity. Just like we saw the shadow in the gray, which also represents the shadow banking system of fiat currency. We see the pyramid, right? The cash in the pyramid and the shadow banking system. And this is why, not just because Big X the plug tells you, as he's wearing his silver or maybe, platinum. For metallic is metals on Big X the plug with the purple robe as well. But also, you are hidden wealth opportunity, staking XPR Proton web opt website is a hidden wealth opportunity. I went through all that to tell you this, right? I went through all that to tell you this, and I wish I had my full voice, right? To say, buy crypto suckers, but I can say it with a little bit more, buy XRP suckers, right? Right. So, I mean, I went through all this just to tell you this. Now, does the red, I mean, does the, why I keep saying red, maybe flare is on my mind. Uh, the blue and white represent Ripple or ADA. I don't know. I don't know. But because individual investors retail investors, which XPR is for retail. Bitcoin started out for retail, right? I really believe, and because as I'm telling you all, that you can't buy Ripple stocks if you are an individual retail investor. You cannot buy Ripple stocks. You can get XRP, but you can't get Ripple. So this is a hidden wealth, the purple in the background. And then let's go back to the shadow banking system. Let's go back to the shadow banking system because the gray represents a hidden system as well. But this gray represents financial control that operate outside of traditional banking system. So shadow banking refers to institutions that exist outside of traditional regulatory. This means like hedge funds, private credit, off balance sheet entries. Again, the gray suit, anonymous, neutral. This is how shadow banking works. They function behind the scenes in global finance. It was Henry Ford that says if people really knew how the monetary system works, that it would be a bank run overnight. That it would be a bank run overnight. Most people don't know how our banking system works. So, fiat currency, crypto bridge between traditional finance, banks, decentralized crypto. This is why XPR Proton, which offers feeless transaction. Let's go back to the motorcycle, the smoke, right? Feeless transactions, direct bank to bank crypto interactions. I broke down these commodities already. Gray is control wealth. The piles of cash in this background control wealth, that wealth accumulates. And the piles of cash suggest that wealth accumulation and liquidity often controlled by institutions of the shadow banking system. I told you all about the 13 banking families that control the world. Symbolize the way crypto liquidity moves off chain and unregulated financial channels, like shadow banking does. The hidden economic flows. Hidden. I want you all to really, really understand what I said. Hidden messages, esoteric is what's going on. The bridge, the flare. Someone asked what's going on with flare. Just like XPR and HDC, you're able to get it dirt cheap. The gold, bricks, trucks here, silver, water, copper, bridging, real world commodities. So Jim Parsons always represents wealth, finance, shadow banking systems in this particular scene. The shadow blue in the background, grayish, also hints at centralized control. That's why Ripple is blue. Ripple is the company, XRP is the crypto. Centralized control versus decentralized. So, with that being said, a bridge between fiat, control wealth movement, regulated markets, and the duality of decentralization versus institution, which we know that X or Ripple rather is for institutions. They don't hide that. And then under this carpet, we see the ocean blue, that's HDC, the foundation, the jet ski, no gas fee, high performance motor vehicles. We have physical XPR, all royal oil for high performance vehicle, for racing vehicles. So then we see the blue carpet with the lavender and the violet intertwined, all represents how big, how bad XPR and HDC and Flare, mainly Flare, is going to be. And I really believe, that this ocean blue and white, again, intertwining with that as well. But blue always represents a centralized system, along with trust and honesty. So your residuals, breaking that down, I might need some water. This is not only representation of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, we added a chain of previous books. So you just can't leave out Bitcoin in this. You can't say it's our Proton and no Bitcoin. That 777 is representation of Bitcoin. How big Bitcoin is going to be as well. The residuals, and that's why I say, it has to be through the staking of this, the staking of your XPR, your Proton, on this particular website. So that's it. That's my breakdown. I think I've covered everything from the color scheme. So Bitcoin, XPR, the residual battle. Bitcoin is the OG cryptocurrency. Like like it was mined by Sheldon or Jim Parsons during the Big Bang of the universe. Early mining. Proton XPR represents Web3 finance, you all. And this is where this pink and white and polka dot comes in. With polka dot intertwining into Web3 as well. So Proton XPR represents Web3 finance, fast transactions, a new decentralized that's already ISO 20022 messaging system compliant. And it growing from Bitcoin's legacy, but offering feeless transactions. So what does that mean, Queen, in layman's term? Growing from Bitcoin legacy. And this screenshot right here. Residuals equal passive income. Again, just like Jim Parsons, Sheldon gets residuals. Early Bitcoin miners, well, that's over with now. That entry point is over with. Now, I'm not telling you not to accumulate Bitcoin, but getting it in passive and residual form is over with. It's more expensive now to mine Bitcoin than it was in the early stages. But XPR Proton stakers, you can continue to profit and get residuals. Early Bitcoin adapters continue to profit to this day and get their residuals. So the transition from Bitcoin Gold to the newer, faster blockchain of XPR is happening on this episode. And that's what the decoding is telling you. That the transition from Bitcoin Gold, tokenized gold, or not tokenized gold, but act as physical gold, to the newer, faster XPR. So what does that mean? People, that the transition is happening from Bitcoin mining early stages to XPR staking now. The hidden wealth opportunities in Proton XPR is represented in this purple shadow. You all, centralized TV provides royalties, and decentralized crypto staking is in your XPR staking. Not just buying it, staking it, passive residuals income. And again, if you're just not coming in, webop.com. This is where you can get started. Click on get started. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the link in the comment section. You can download the app on your app store on your phone. Now I'm going to look at comments. All right, so I've talked what I need to talk. I did say I was going to look at the gematria of April, and I can dig it, I think. So I have to do that. All right, so Loan and Metallica's blockchain metal pay app. I'm talking about staking. If you can't stake it on there, I don't. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about staking for residual income, just like mining in Bitcoin. I'm not talking about buying it straight out, right? If you can stake it on there, then fine. If not, that's not what I'm talking about. Uh, no, I'm talking about XPR, not XRP at all. Flare F assets. Yes, Flare token is all over that as well. I broke down what the F assets do, what it means under Flare in the ecosystem. Has Wrap Bitcoin, Wrap Litecoin, Wrap Dogecoin, Wrap XRP. So that's definitely why I am purchasing Flare. And that's the difference. The Wrap security and these cryptos are a much secure wrap than. So when you see wrap Bitcoin and just Bitcoin, the security is higher in the wrap, but also it's under the F assets under the Flare, and Flare is also Web3 as well, right? Remember, Proton is the only blockchain that is BSA true, 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 true. Zinga, thank you for pointing it out. Is the only blockchain that is BSA compliant with the banks and also certified with FedNow and digital ID. Every token will be wrapped on Proton to be compliant. Big bang. True. 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 Isn't Metallicus owned by Ripple? I don't know. I doubt it, but I'll see. Let's see. Maybe. We'll see. Is Metallicus owned by Ripple? No, it's not. Um, it's not owned by Ripple. Now, let's talk about Metallicus and the difference, however, between Metallicus and Ripple. The ownership, Metallicus is independent company founded by Marshall Hayner and Glenn. I forgot Glenn's last name. I think it's Marion or something of that nature. Ripple was co-founded by Chris Larson and Jed McCaleb. They also, did you all know this? For XLM, the one world currency, they also, Jed McCaleb and Chris Larson also co-founded Stellar XLM, the one world currency. Proton XPR is a layer one blockchain, Web3. Like Zinga said, identity verification, ID, right? It has instant fees, feeless transaction, means zero gas fees. Ripple XRP Ledger is focused on on-demand liquidity derivatives market and banking integration of helping central bankers. Proton XPR is for retail, just like XLM is for retail and domestic banking, which is even bigger than the derivatives market, which is a one uh, plus quadrillion dollar market. So Ripple and Proton both focus on financial technology. They operate very separate. And Metallicus is not owned or controlled by Ripple. So no, I just want to make sure that I fact check that because I had several people to say that and I didn't know why on my previous live stream. So I just want to make sure that I fact check that because again, I have a lot of things that goes through my mind. So Proton, XPR, feeless. Now, if you want to know why Proton it's called XPR because of the X means global. Just like XRP, why it's called XRP because of the R in Ripple and the P, the first P. Where Proton is called XPR because of the X of global and the P and the R in Proton. So Ripple, Metallic is independent companies, but both of them contribute to the financial system and world, blockchain financial solutions. So um, I really don't want to go into the utility and adaptation of the difference, but I just answered your question in a very, very, very long, long way. Wanda, XPR, Coinbase Wallet, HDC on Uphold. True, but I am talking about staking now for Big Bang residuals, and passive income. You have to go to web off. Buying is very different than staking. The birthstone for March is it Aquamine? You are my voice is getting weak. Aquamarine, is it Aquamarine? Aquamarine. March 10th also makes 13, which is the M metal. TikTok, we have a little over a month, in my opinion, for Kaboom. April, The Simpsons, the purple shirt. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get back to that. Thank you again for your insight, because this is coming right on time. As you say, April, The Simpsons with the purple shirt. That's why I'm so diligently live on PR Proton right now. The twin, somewhat of XRP, but it's going to be the biggest and the baddest. April, as far as your return on your investment, right? You got April and Gematria, you got Moon, you got Latin. That's a big deal. Why? Because Latin is written on fiat currency, again, on the back of the US dollar. It's Latin language as well, and it's connected with the financial world as well. And then let's see what else we got going down this rabbit hole. I don't know why Florida and Oklahoma is connected. I really don't. Golden Child, Colloidal Gold connected with XPR as well. Hidden Bible Code, Shocked comes up in the Gematria as well under April. Light, right? The End, ISIS, Ada. Now, because, thank you, Zinga, because Ada comes up under April, we are going to say that it's Ada, not Ripple, in the blue and the white. Thank you. That helps me make Kanye West. I brought up Kanye West and not the Oscar, but Kanye. Let's pull that up. Marina comes up as well, and anything else that stands out. I don't forget to remind me to pull up Kanye's but colors with the proton. Then I said I was going to do I Can Dig It, Gematria, Dragon. Okay, that connects to China. Anchor. We talked about Anchor Coin. I told you our Anchor is going to be big. In my opinion, not financial advice as well. Negro. This is interesting because I have been studying, Negro land, Nigeria, 14th Amendment with Trump, and how they can help Negroes. That's why the 1614 transatlantic slave, they were called Negroes and niggers because they're pointing back to, and then we have Negus, which is kings, Egyptian king, Negus, 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 but they stopped calling niggers and Negroes because they know it will point back to the ethnicity and people that are descendants of the transatlantic slaves will point back to their ethnicity, right? And that's the 14th Amendment. And what Trump is doing is revealing that as well. We also see Mordecai Mordecai, sorry. Um, let's see. Farmland, Big Island from Shanghai to Grenada, right? The island that they was on that connects HDC and Flare as well. Ripple comes up, not XRP, under I Can Dig It. So it's really, now I'm thinking of the book and I Can Dig It. And the blue and white that came up. BlackRock, Titanic, again, HDC also connects to ships. We got BlackRock, also connected to I Can Dig It. Jackpot, again, Jackpot, the 777 that we just saw, hit the jackpot. Zenfin comes up with the I Can Dig It under the gematria. Zenfin comes up. Red Pill comes up. Nissan comes up. I just broke down Nissan 14. First full moon. First of the new year for March in Hebrew calendar. And then we have Metallica. Metallic is XPR connection and Proton. So we got Zenfin, Metallicus, Ripple, Red Pill, Flare, Network, BlackRock, Titanic, HDC as well. Zenfin had already shown connected to this as well. The Mark, XLM, right? The Mark XLM. So the mission of Ripple is no longer, it has shifted from cross-border payments, right, to now Jed McCaleb and the founders, the Chris Larson, the founders of XLM Stellar, is going to make that the agenda of Stellar, or the focus of Stellar, to be the Revelation 13:17 one reserve currency. That's no longer XRP agenda or focus anymore. XRP, again, on-demand liquidity and derivatives market, liquidity pools. Now, okay, I think that answered that for you. Yes, XPR, if you just want to buy it, you can go to Coinbase Wallet as well, and HDC on Uphold. Thank you, Ms. Lula, for answering that question. There are 5,000 credit unions which have over 1 million partnership, all coming on metal. This is why Jim Parsons, this is, okay, let's go back. Let's go back, Zinga. Everyone says hello, Zinga. I might have to get me some, let me warm up some tea, you all. Give me a second. Let's bring this up. Okay, so I have my tea warming up. I got my honey in front. So let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, let's go back to Zinga's statement. There are over 5,000 credit unions who have 1 million partnership coming up on metal. That is what Jim Parsons is representing. Okay, okay. The gray suit represents metal. Okay. I roll with that, Zinga. Even though, it represents, my camera followed me into the kitchen. Let me switch my camera back. Okay. Um, that's what Jim Parsons representing. Aquamarine color of that HDC is a timeline. Um, Aquamarine color for the switch, which is March, which coincides. What aquamarine color are you talking about? This tie right here, the tie that he's wearing. Aquamarine color is of the XCC is a timeline for the switch, which is March, which coincides with Fed Wire going live with Metallica's March 10th. I thought it was March 11th. And the only reason why I'm just saying it, a day doesn't matter to me, but you know how much I love my 11/11. So on March 10th, the birthstone for March is Aquamarine. March 10th also equals 13. Are you saying that March 10th equals 13 in gematria? Because that's the number one. So even with, see, I was looking at the 111. If it would have been, well, I thought it was March 11th, but we see the double one. And I've done previous videos saying that that March 10th were the date as well. So that's why I've totally dedicated most of my live streams on educating and informing people concerning about XPR, which is something because I'm doing the gematria of March 10th right now, and I'm seeing Riddle comes up. When I think of Riddle, makes me think of Ripple, the twin. Riddle, Ripple, just Ripple, and then Riddle of Riddle and Ripple. ISO comes up on the March 10th gematria as well. Mark comes up as well. Fly comes up. Now let's do the gematria on, and I'm gonna share the screen on XPR Proton. Let's do the gematria on that. Metal has a hard cap supply of that's a whole lot, 666 million. Found it deliberate. Yep, I agree. Revelation 13:17. First King, First Kings 10:7. 10:14. The number 14 intertwined into that as well, which is also the gematria in alignment with Nissan 14. Solomon, why do I bring up First Kings 10:14? I'll show it to you. Because of Solomon's wealth, the wealthiest king. Again, kings represent royalty, power, prosperity, right? Royalty, power, prosperity. My internet is so slow. I'm tired of it. Should not take this long to pull up this scripture, right? But here it goes. You are all right. Got my tea ready. Got my honey ready. Let's go. So the weight of gold that Solomon received yearly was 666 talents. King Solomon, Solomon's splendor. King can wear often purple or blue. Again, blue is for trust, uh, power, prosperity, royalty, right? All right, let's go, y'all. I'm ready to go now. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. My camera keep following me in the kitchen. Sorry, it's a motion sensor camera. I didn't know it was turned that way. All right. So Marshall Hayner helped Jed McCaleb develop Xlm. Marshall is so far ahead of these guys. That's true. Agree. Perpetual blessings come from Yahweh, not residual. Excellent information to know about the something strong. Okay. Perpetual blessings comes with knowing, like King Solomon had wisdom on how, and the number 7, how to combine the spiritual with the natural. The 7 day Jesus rest, reset, bankrupt. Right? The highest heaven belongs to the Lord, the earth he has given unto mankind. So, God will not if we do not. Beloved, I wish above all things, right, that you prosper and be in health even as your soul prosper. It's not just talking about spiritual prosperity. I will make you rich and add no sorrow. But you have to do it. You have to do your part. XRP is great. Someone says it should go through the roof if the utility, what it says it is. I got a bag. I haven't heard any news of the utility being tested as far as speed and volume though. Baby, the speed is 4,000 TPS per second. And guess it's an can't think of that crypto. I was just researching. The speed is 10 times the amount of the 4,000 TPS of metallic with high speed. I don't know if it was flare. Let me look this up real quick. Right. Um, but at any rate, March 10, XPR with boom. Carpet King and flowing. Thank you for saying it. Does Trump own any XRP? I have no idea. I'm so focused on XPR. Kanye with SPR over his shoulder. Okay, yeah, that's why I'm supposed to be looking. Pulling up for you all. Also, I did the Luca trade. Luca traded Gematria points to XPR, the number 77, divine transition. And then we also have the man that's on Madden that was with the Philadelphia Eagles, number 77 as well. That's on the football player. That's on the 7 as well. I forgot his name. So we know the big the Grammys, Kanye West outfit. Let's bring it up. And his name will come to me while I'm looking this up. John Madden. That's it. John Madden. I knew it was gonna come. Did you all say the Grammys outfit that Kanye had on? Because I'm seeing all black. And the big thing was Bianca. I don't see anything with Proton related. So are you all saying the Grammy outfit that his girlfriend was wearing? The gray represents metal, looks like a metal blockchain, and metallic is rainbow. Okay. Zinga, thank you. Okay. That's a capital P for Proton. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. Bar 777. Seven cherries. Bar. This doesn't look like a capital P to me. I'm sorry. It is just like a lowercase b. But I'm not going to argue about that. It is what it is. Let's look up not a nerd in the gematria. The gematria always make it crystal clear. But while I have this up, XPR Proton in gematria is the phoenix rising, the rising phoenix. Ancient Egyptian. I told you that was all on the back of the US dollar. The rising phoenix, the phoenix dollar. That's on the 1988 Economist. Proton XPR is the rising phoenix. Right. So he's holding that sign, not a nerd. I think this will let us know, point us in what direction, whether that's a P or a B. Queen, not a nerd. Lotto, Immortal, which is the phoenix. Cleopatra, Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee spread a lot of truth as well. I believe this is a XL. I think that's an L. XL, the pineal gland. We know what the pineal gland does. Cosmos, but with the K. Planet 9, that which is hidden, the number 9 will be revealed. Phoenix again. Satoshi comes up. Not a nerd, buckle up. Who is cute? Darkness, darkness. Not a nerd. He's telling us this is going to be the final phase. End of time. Satoshi. Roxanne. She told a lot of truth. Lobster, we saw that in the 1997 episode. So because Satoshi comes up with that, but hey, I've shown XPR all over that as well. But again, because this aligns with BTC 777 and not a nerd, I just automatically this, and because Bitcoin operates as physical silver but in digital form, I'm just I'm that's my final answer, and I'm sticking with it. Right, that means Bitcoin in payment form, but that's not taking away anything because BTC and gematria is 777, and let me pull it up. I don't want it to. I don't like going to this particular calculator because it takes so long. But they still haven't taken away anything that I shared about XPR Proton and the hidden wealth and the hidden shadow in the background with Jim Parsons, and that represents XPR all over that. Now, I want you all to tell me what outfit you all are talking about. Kanye West, also the high performance vehicles. Again, I always show this. This is XPR Royal Purple All. Areas that they serve is already global. Australia, Canada, China, Italy, Japan, Mexico, United Kingdom, for high performance. And this is why we saw the motorcycle and the jet ski, right? And combination with HDC and the Flare network. Now, what else? Oh, other things. Friday after next, right? I see Kanye West in all black. Am I wrong? And, you know, his girlfriend was in the nude. So, what is it that you all wanted me to see about Kanye West? Let me scroll down. Thank you so much, Gate1111. What about Flair? I said Flair. I said Flair is all over it. and FSS. I've said that like 2 or 3 times. Maybe you just came in. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just showing you esoteric, what's being said esoteric, right? Uh, SPR may not be the first to explode, though optimistic, and do your own research, all of these coins. Discovering SPR now is like discovering Bitcoin. I agree. Absolutely, Zinga. I agree. It's like discovering Bitcoin. In 2010, you have no idea what's coming. Shock therapy for the entire crypto space. I definitely agree. I said, if you can mine and buy XPR right now, it's like getting in Bitcoin early. I do agree. So even if it's a PRB, we can say that getting in XPR right now is like getting in Bitcoin early. Like really, really. 4,000 per second, 4,500 per second. It's another one that did even faster transaction than that. I can't think of it. Once XPR merges with Metal blockchain, it will do infinite TPS, literally lightning fast. Agree. Um, Bitcoin has a logo with a small b. It's always no. Bitcoin has a lowercase. Oh my goodness, Lord. We gotta. I don't like going back over tedious stuff. But anyway, the Bitcoin and Gematria is BTC. All right, let me show you this. Let's just get over this. I'm still gonna say it's Bitcoin. Okay, still gonna say it's Bitcoin. Why do we have to like? Why people can't have a portfolio of cryptos? Why they just gotta have one that just is the best? Because all of these cryptos have their different use functions. Bitcoin with a capital B refers to the blockchain network, while Bitcoin with the lowercase b refers to the cryptocurrency. On average, every 10 minutes, a new block is added to the Bitcoin blockchain, containing roughly 4,000 transactions per block. Right? There was the orange. We saw that in March. You all want to go through another gematria? The orange in Bitcoin. Uh, and then let's look at this. Like, it's no big deal. I just talked about what the power of XPR. Even though some people say this for beta test coin, the reduction of Bitcoin is 7. The reverse is 5611. The ordinal 5 plus 2 is 725. 711. What's 711? Global present. It's a 711 globally everywhere across the world. We see the 711, right? 7 is divine transition. 11 is the 1 hour right before midnight, the warning time, right before the switches flip. The warning wake up call, 11:11, the awakening, John 11:11. Lazarus is asleep, but I am here to wake him up. Bitcoin is 9. 9, that which is hidden will be revealed. 7 plus 2 is 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. 11, 7, again, 7:11. 9, 45, 9. It's just no doubt in my mind. Nobody's going to convince me otherwise that this is exactly what this is representing. The lowercase b in Bitcoin. The lowercase b in Bitcoin that refers to the cryptocurrency. The capital B is the blockchain network. Right? So, and the sevens with BTC. Not a nerd, gematria brought up Satoshi's name. What else? I was trying to find out what was it that you all want to bring out about Kanye's West outfit. But let's go another decoding. Uh, you all know I decode crypto liking a lot, but in one of his episodes that I love, he talks about it's you all. This one was deep too. Since we got Zinga on, we can do this one. This one came up. You all wanted to decode this one, but he says it's XRP and it's not XRP. To me, I don't know if I feel like decoding this one again. I need to preserve my voice. But this one was deep as well about PR Proton. This was Royal Production breakdown. Give me 5 minutes and I'll go over this as well. XPR, Proton, Metal Code. Okay, I'm trying to let it play. And he brings up here the rainbow colors. Again, number 7 is divine transition. 7 colors in the rainbow, and purple is one. Right? Yellow. At the end of the rainbow, what do you have? Pot of gold. Um, excuse me. And let's get into this. Smoke behind a smoke signal behind the ship right here, the gray. Again, metal blockchain, the gray, the smoke, the sunlight rising. We know this the bull marker with the red for flare. The sunlight illumination, bringing the illumination or the revelation or revealing, right? The sun shining bright. The bull market. We have the purple for XPR. You have the green on the sails of the ship for fiat currency. Also, the yellow type gold also represents the gold standard. XPR purple. The waves in this, and this does look like Ethereum type logos, but that's again XDC. The ship, you have the knight with the red or like wine type color. The sword is defensive, defending, and then you have the king there. Now in this, we see Brad Garland House as it goes on. This is a poker table scene. Sun is shining bright again, illuminate. We're gonna break that down, but we have Brad Garland House wearing the blue again, right? With the green tie that represents fiat currency. Again, blue, often associated with stability, trust, authority. Green tie, money, finance, liquidity. Maybe represents the liquidity of XRP. With that, you see the cross in the background with the clock. The image of the ship again, we have the knight with the gold and the red. But look at Brad Garland House expression or his posture. He's very observant and composed at this poker game. Notice this king here with the blue has a metal wrench in his hand as well, like a red metal wrench, right? A red metal wrench that can definitely you can look at that as metal, but it's red and flare collaboration. But a fix in something that's about to be fixed, a fixing to. Now, let me give you all another. image or another angle of this, because it's like two hooded men that's going to come up. The two hooded men right here, the wine red hood. So this shows control, influence. The gray looking in a separate direction. Now you can again connect that to metal if you want to, but neutral playing both sides of traditional digital finance, which is what metal and metallicus would do. So the gazing suggests that there are monitoring or looking or analyzing development, indicating a collaboration is going to happen between, again, the shadow banking, financial players, and the institutional investors of the crypto space, right? So crypto and fiat money, you see the green on the poker table. Again, that's the bull, represents the bull market. Financial manipulation is going on here. Strategic plays is happening here. Risk taking in the global in the finance system is all happening here at this scene. And the king, a knight, a bear, a red faced character right here, is high stakes battle with, some working from the shadows while other remains in the public eye. That red could also be representation of flair. The ringing of the bell, sounding the alarm with the rope. We see the purple leads first for XPR and Proton. Then the yellow of a warning as well, and then the green transaction of the fiat currency. Now, at this table, I'm trying to give you a better image. You see the gold coins on the invisible ledger. Again, the gold symbolizes wealth, hard assets. I've been telling you all about getting your hard assets, your silver and your copper as well. Intrinsic value. Now, the invisible wallet, public and private ledgers that's kept through blockchain technology. Decentralization, things that are decentralized. So notice we got the knight with the sword that's guarding, and his back is to Brad Garland House, and he's looking directly at the bear for the bear market, right? With the gold on, the metal, the knight, the colloidal gold connection with metallicus, metal, metallicus, flare as well. Invisible ledgers, hidden power dynamics, unaccounted. So he's defending the bear market, but not necessarily, concerned about Brad Garland House that, again, could represent centralized, in my opinion. Brad Garland House and his king represent centralized institution, traditional banking, government monetary system. Again, the red wrench could signify control, power, manipulation, or a fix is coming as well. An adjustment, fixing, or enforcing control over the financial institution with the crown. Now, the traditional banking system is trying to regulate through the crypto space. The all red man again, flare, maybe, symbolize volatility as well. When you go in the red, there's volatility, that's a crash. Market manipulator, decentralized force, DeFi, decentralized financing, and crypto maximalization or disturbing the central financial solutions. Excuse me, I got a call. Excuse me. So the red, high volatility, danger, retail investors sometimes, that's unaware of what's going to happen. So that's this breakdown of me. So this is from me. So an ongoing struggle between traditional finance, cryptocurrency adoption, and the hidden market forces. And again, the knight with the sword, loyalty, protection, right? He's looking at the bear. The sword represents authority, aggressive intervention, regulatory crackdowns, legal battles that can come, centralization, control over the fight. So this is the control. Metallicus, the metal, the sword, the defender, the flare combination is control over the financial system. Control over the financial system. Control over the banking systems, institutions, central bankers, right? Red, aggressive power, flare. Now, so that was just this that is still on my history. Let's look at some comments. Kanye took a picture in front of Express showing XP. Okay, thank you, Zingo. Let me put it up. Let me put it Express picture because I want to see it. I haven't saw it myself. Did I spell it right? Express sign. Okay, hold on. Maybe I did. Express sign. Picture. Kanye's and B. Okay, let's see. The Polar Express. Is this what you all talking about? Maybe I'm wrong because I can't find anything. I can't find it. Let me maybe I'm typing it. Okay, let me go to the Instagram. Maybe that'll pull it up. All right, so I'm gonna try Instagram. If I can't, then I won't. But yeah, XPR, staking, big residuals, residual income. And before I leave, I do want to put up crypto uh, liking. I'm not gonna be able to pull up that Kanye picture. Sorry, y'all. I want to see it for myself, but I probably put it up on another live stream. Do you think the Economist magazine, The World Ahead 2025, it has Proton symbol next to a rocket? Well, XLM first logo was a rocket, and they changed it to the Saturn with the two lines or the S with the two lines, whatever you want to say. I haven't seen the 2025 Economist. I will look at it. But I know there was initial Stella's logo as well. I would pull it up now, but it's just my internet is just moving too slow. Anybody here staking? A question asked. Anybody here staking? And then the scene is Donald Trump. Oh, Zinga, I'm just looking at it. Now I got to go back. The scene is Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Marshall Hayner, Brad Garlinghouse, along with the BRICS currency, central banks, and World Economic Forum, BRICS pays backed by gold and precious metal and metal pay. All right, hold on. Let me see. Can I go back to that zinc? I saw it late because when I'm decoding, I don't like to look at a lot of comments because it takes me off my mental plane or mental focus. So why would Brad Garland House sit at the poker table, fiat currency, not centralized? If XR with centralized banking and finance, if XRP is decentralized, one of the questions we can definitely ask. But since I have this video up, I think it's up and on my internet. And I am looking into. I have a work ticket for my internet to see what's the issue is with that. So right now, let's go into this crypto liking. Talks about XPR Proton. Investment in these cheap protons get paid off in the long run. And the only thing that I really want to bring out in this episode is two things. Besides, you all see all the XPR in the purple in the background, March here, the represents ADA. The orange on the bed is Bitcoin orange. March wearing pink and white is polka dot. So you see a collaboration of things. The yellow curtains represents wealth. She won, is actually invested like what? Her return was $998. She put in $100. I mean, from $2, $998. Imagine she would have put $100. So this is, it said would have skyrocketed. We talk about skyrocket again. And he's bringing out that as of the time of that video, $2 would have produced or you would have received 2,473 protons for just $2. For just that small amount. Even if for the people that just want to buy and hold. But he goes into this ship again, and a ship again in waves and beaches is always representation of HDC. Zenfin, HDC. Keyhole represents a gateway to hidden value, rare opportunities, untapped potential. This is where I don't agree, but the golden massage oil, I don't think this is gold. It's more like a brown in my opinion, but flip the switch, Silicon Valley, David Schwartz, and XRP Bull Run, right? The ship is what I want to bring out. That this decoder saw is X. I did the gematria on whale and violet ship. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll do that. We're going to do that. This proton, I did the atomic number 6 hexagon, the power that the atomic number 6 and any hexagon shape has. So I'm in agreement that that's proton. Even on the Simpsons episode, you saw the surfboards in which that nuclear looks similar to surfboards intertwined. This, in my opinion, is not XRP. This is XPR proton. This is not XRP. This X with the wave coming out is for Zenfin. XDC. Right? But the whale with the X's on it. Let's do gematria on that. And this on the sail ship was quantum. In my opinion, Quant's logo right there with the 6 hexagons showing as well. That's why I said Stella, the rocket ship, Xlm, Saturn. In March, we talked about March. You, with a telescope, the most powerful telescope in the world, you still will not be able, this happens March this year, to see Saturn's ring. It would appear to be invisible. And this is an event happening in March of this year. So we brought out March 10th, March and April will be big months for XLM, SPR, in my opinion, now, not financial advice. XPR, Proton, HDC, and even Flare. But the well with the X on it and that particular scene, prosperity, a queen is returned, B time, he figured it out. XLM Stellar. And then even green connected with that. And 8. Now I said green fiat currency, but it could be connected to XLM as well. XLM, well, the one world currency, XPR. Definitely going to be. And again, if you want to stake your XPR, it's the website like authentication.com. Go to here, WebAuth, secure crypto for faster browsing. All right, let me look at some more comments and then I'm logging off. Thank you so much, Pete. Zinga, the crystals and the aqua marine color is March. Thank you. TikTok, time is ticking. Thank you for bringing it out. I'm staking long on Metal X, not in Web Op. Okay, I'm staking XPR Proton. I'm not staking long for the residual and the Big Bang results. Someone says, I read Bank Docs and all I saw was HDC. A big player in the game. And for the last 5 minutes, let's go back to what Zinga wants to bring out about the poker table. Tap into that insight. She says the night was Trump. Okay, so okay, Zinga, here we go. And for web op, if you want that website link, I put it in the comments. So just go to webop.com. AUTH. Okay. All right, here we go. See. The golden knight is Marshall Hayner. Okay. Let me read this comment real quick and we're going to decode this. I also noticed yesterday Coinbase mentioned states considering Bitcoin reserves and they had the Bitcoin symbol inside. Wow, a Proton. And that was right after I saw your live stream. If you have a link to that, can you share the link? Can you share the link to that, Jay? Great, Lisa. Glad to see you here as well. One of my longtime followers. Okay. All right. So Zinga says the night is Marsha Hayner. Okay, I see that, Zinga. Now, who are you telling me is Trump? Is Trump the king or what? Or he's the hooded? Marsha Hayner represents metal metallicus. Back is to Brad Garland House. So we know that Ripple, unlike Bitcoin or Ether, is a hybrid model. It works with traditional financial institutions rather than against them. So, not to replace the banks, but to help the banks with on-demand liquidity, right? And so with centralized players like the banks, regulators, so the participation, the strategic or the strategy in this game, Garland House, Ripple is playing with the existing system rather than trying to overthrow it. He's calculating his moves carefully in this game, and it's still, while the game is still being denominated or controlled by central bank. The knight, Marshall Hainer, let's look at that. SPR, metal, well, rather metallic is. So Ripple must, let's, I'm just looking at this, and she brought out Marshall Hainer that I didn't see. The king, major financial SPR royalty. So Ripple, Brad Garland House must negotiate, comply, or integrate. Okay, with Marshall Hainer, who has the control, the strength, the power, the sword at the table or at the poker table. So he has to negotiate with him. Garland House, understand the rules, traditional system, playing along, playing along, playing along, playing along, just to make sure Ripple survive and succeeds. XPR is a decentralized ledger, so the primary purpose of this and the users are everybody else seems to be centralized. So faster, cheaper border transaction, a border transaction. Brad Garland House, and they've made this known. I'm not breaking against traditional finances, bridge crypto, traditional banking, SPR, the night, decentralized. Right. At Brad Garland House, Ripple is centralized. Leveraging decentralization without rejecting traditional finance outright. So that's cool. That's cool. And also this ship in the background represent, a voyage is, Jay brought up HDC. Transition from one era to another, Jay, since you brought up HDC. A ship sailing means the movement of an evolution or a change of a financial system, a global economic shift. That's why I said there was not XRP, but HDC on that ship. The trades, HDC happens, ships, global trades. The 1614 transatlantic slave trade. Also on big cargo vehicles as well, other vehicles, but ships as well. So the ship is crypto is gaining, SDC will gain, SPR will gain, Proton will gain momentum. Because even if this green here on a small seller represents fiat, it's the smallest out of the two. So fiat cash still have some influence, but the shift on the ship is happening. Right? Again, the gold here, stored value, wealth, which is what Ripple wants to do, collaborate with major financial institutions. Again, a purple proton, royalty power, transformation. That SPR is emerging as a transformative force along with HDC as well. That's what all this in the back here represent. SPR, power, purple power, whatever you want to call it, with the gold, financial power, a new digital, decentralized world on purple. Again, SDC, trade finance, tokenization, the waves, real world assets. The ship selling on Blue Waves is about blockchain based trade finance, forming a new foundation, this financial, a shift towards the digital assets. So transformation, disruption, market volatility, as we see the bear at the top of that. And that's why I read, right, the speed of transition, the smoke, the metal behind this, the smoke type, metal metallics, suggests that the ship has already left behind traditional finance. And it's moving toward blockchain real fast, XPR real fast. The sun is illuminated, shining light, right? The sun is given for signs and wonders, and so is the moon and stars. Financial system is undergoing turbulence, and the transition is still in progress. With that metal is also in here as well. With that block, right? All right. Brad in the blue, bringing liquidity and partnership from all the central banks and into the Metallicus ecosystem. Powerful, Zinga. I always love it when you're on the live stream. Even though you won't tell me where you from, I love it. The gold, the God particle, proton, is in everything in the universe, and that symbolism, everything will be attached to it. XPR, Big Bang. On that note, Zinga, I agree. After a 2-hour live stream, I'm logging off. Not only is my voice more fatigued, and you all, thank you to Tea Help. I did my raw honey, organic raw honey, and my lemon ginger tea bag. And I will get the authentic ginger tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Zinga, peace, prosperity, purple. Blessings to you as well. One thing I do love about crypto, like it, is that he brings out Craig and Smokey and Friday, and you see Smokey with the all purple shirt on, right, with the metal type necklace, and Big X the plug, the biggest and baddest, the metal silver type jewelry as well, right, with the big purple robe, and you are XPR. Zinga, I love you too. It's going to be the biggest and the baddest. You are HTC Flare, all of that. But somebody, and they probably gone off now because this is a 2-hour live stream. Elon is the bear. Trump is the king. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I kind of figured out the same thing about Garland House, playing his chips carefully. Yes. Brad just ran a promotion. Send him your XRP and he will double it, sending it back to you. I'm buying more. I'm focused on XPR right now, Proton. I'm not buying any more XRP. I'm not selling any more XRP. I'm just holding. But someone in earlier comments says next week they'll have 2 million XPR Proton. 2 million. I'm stacking up on XPR Proton, not financial advice. XPR Proton, staking and stacking. Also stacking my silver and copper off the grid money, HDC, and Flare right now. And some more ADA. I've been stacking on ADA for a long time. Some more ADA. And those are my focus. But XPR is my main bag that I'm staking and stacking right now. Not financial advice. I love you, Zinga. I love you all. Like and subscribe to the channel and like and share this video. I'm getting my rest. Peace.